Red Sea shipping routes diverted. Israeli airports briefly shut down. American billion-dollar campaigns fail. The Houthis, once dismissed as Iranian-backed insurgents, have emerged from 2 years of Israel's multi-front war as a formidable regional player. How did a non-state actor outmaneuver superpowers and reshape Middle Eastern geopolitics? As a fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hamas takes hold in Gaza, another military actor has also halted hostilities: the Houthis in Yemen. Their leader, Abdul-Malik al-Houthi, reportedly ordered fighters to stop attacks on Israel and Israeli-linked ships, but only as long as Israel observes the ceasefire. That condition reveals a position of strength. The Houthis attacked in solidarity with Palestinians for 2 years without needing to negotiate with Israel about a truce. For 18 months, Houthi forces attacked international shipping in the Red Sea, forcing major vessels traveling from Europe to Asia to take a lengthy, expensive detour around the Cape of Good Hope. Maritime traffic via the Gulf of Aden dropped considerably, but their reach extended far beyond shipping lanes. The Houthis launched periodic strikes on Israel itself. One attack briefly halted operations at Ramon Airport in southern Israel. Another struck a hotel in Eilat after penetrating Israeli air defenses. Then came the American response. The United States carried out a bombing campaign in Yemen costing on the order of $1 billion, yet failed to fully suppress Houthi aerial capabilities. The Houthi absorbed the punishment over 3 weeks and continued fighting. Lebanese security analyst Ali Rizk captured the moment's significance.
When the Americans took part and bombed Yemen, the Houthis responded, and in the end, Trump backed down.
Andreas Krieg, assistant professor at King's College London, attributes this resilience to the structure of the movement.
The engine of that resilience is a network of networks, tribal, religious, security, and commercial nodes with overlap and redundancy. Knock out a leader or a depot, and the system limps, but it rarely stops.
The attacks by the US and Israel killed many people in Houthi-held areas of Yemen, including civilians. Military infrastructure was destroyed. Senior operatives were eliminated. Yet, the Houthis never stopped fighting. The Houthis are a Yemeni militant group that emerged in the 1990s. They seized control of Yemen's capital, Sana'a, in 2014, ousting the internationally recognized government. Saudi Arabia led an 8-year military campaign against them until 2023. They are often described as Iranian-backed, though they maintain significant autonomy. But what separated them from other militias in the region? Why did the Houthis succeed where Hezbollah and Hamas struggled? To begin with, geography played a crucial role. While Israel could more easily launch ground operations in Lebanon and Gaza, Yemen's remoteness provided natural protection. Israeli jets could strike, but sustained military campaigns were logistically challenging. But distance wasn't the only advantage. The Houthi were relative newcomers to the international arena, meaning Israel lacked the deep, long-standing intelligence networks it had built in Lebanon and Gaza over decades. Israel previously assassinated Hezbollah's leader Hassan Nasrallah and orchestrated damaging pager sabotage operations. Against the Houthis, Israeli intelligence struggled. They killed some senior political figures, including the Houthi Prime Minister, but failed to decapitate the military command structure. Security analyst Ali Rizk explained the intelligence gap.
The Israelis don't have a lot of intelligence they can work with to inflict real harm on the Houthis. Israel had significant intelligence on Hezbollah, which led to the assassination of its leader Hassan Nasrallah and the pager attacks which killed and wounded thousands.
Meanwhile, the Houthis' attacks on Red Sea shipping created a diplomatic dilemma for Arab nations. The group framed their campaign as defending Gaza. How could regional powers join an American naval task force without appearing to side against Palestinian suffering? Many countries quietly refused. Yemen analyst Arwa Moqdad observed the narrative shift.
The attacks on shipping furthered the idea that the Houthis fought against oppression.
The Houthis were no longer just Yemeni rebels. They had become one of the few Arab forces striking Israel, a David challenging Goliath, while other Arab states watched from the sidelines. The war delivered concrete benefits at home for the Houthis. Houthi fighter numbers surged from 220,000 in 2022 to 350,000 in 2024, according to UN experts. Young Yemenis rallied to the resistance banner, energized by the Gaza cause. The resistance narrative created a rally round the flag effect that cut across some internal divisions, even as governance remained weak and repression hardened. But experts warn this prestige boost may prove fragile if economic conditions deteriorate further. While the Houthis consolidated power in the populous north, their rivals in the south fragmented. The Aden-based government has become increasingly marginal. The Presidential Leadership Council struggles with internal divisions, economic collapse, and separatist movements. The Houthis now bypass Aden entirely, dealing directly with Saudi Arabia. Riyadh, which fought an 8-year war against the Houthis until 2023, has come to accept the new reality. The phrase internationally recognized government survives only on paper. A group once cast as Iranian proxies has proven itself a formidable independent actor capable of disrupting global trade, challenging Israeli military power, and forcing American strategic recalibrations. But the ceasefire in Gaza creates uncertainty. The Houthis built much of their regional status in solidarity with Palestine. Can they maintain this elevated position in peacetime? Will they consolidate their gains or risk overreach? Expert Eleonora Ardemagni posed the central question facing Yemen and the region.
The big question is now whether the Houthis will rethink their strategy and how they will consolidate their regional position as tensions de-escalate.
The coming months will reveal whether the Houthis can translate battlefield success into lasting political influence, or whether their moment in the spotlight was contingent on a war that may now be ending. For now, one thing is certain. The Houthis have rewritten the rules of Middle Eastern power politics. No future equation can ignore them, but whether they can sustain relevance in a fast-changing Middle East, only time will tell.